Hello everyone, namaste. My name is Bill Austin. I'm a spiritual healer, teacher, artist, and visionary living in St. Petersburg, Florida, in the United States. And this is going to be a YouTube presentation about my vibrationally encoded images. As many of you know, I'm mainly a spiritual healer and teacher, and a couple of years ago, I felt guided to begin encoding spiritual enlightenment and healing frequencies into art. So today I'm just going to describe a little bit about the process, how the colors work and impact on people, the different ways healing is done through the images, how to use the images, and just some logistics about the images. All the images begin on a piece of 9x12 canvas paper. It's sort of a combination of canvas and paper that's very durable. And what I do is I take a sheet, and on the back of it I write down what the image is about before I begin painting it. Then I go into a meditative state of mind and begin painting the image, and then after it dries I take it to Office Depot where it's scanned and into PDF format, and then it ends up on the website. That's one of the digital images that many of you have printed off, some of them. But it all begins with this little piece of paper right here. Now, one of the major ways that healing occurs through the images is through color. Color is very important to how we process information and how our brains and minds and genetics work. For example, this is an image I did. It's a master healing image I did for healing imbalances and illnesses. And when I do a master healing image, often I do a series of the paintings, and then at the back, I will just create a master healing image that has the energies from all the images encoded into one painting, so that instead of having to look at 26, you could just look at one image instead. This is one I did for one of the Inner Mastery Tool modules, the Healing Imbalances and Illnesses package. And on the back of it, you can see it's a typed out list of all the 26 images that I created for that whole series, and then this is the Master Healing image. It has a lot of green and a lot of blue in it. Green is a very important healing for the physical and etheric bodies, and blue is a very soothing, healing energy for the emotional and mental bodies. Now this image over here is another one I created for Inner Mastery Tools. It was created to help people create a space for inner work and healing, and it has a lot of purple and blue. The blue energies are mental healing and it helps create peace, inner peace. And then the purple is a very strong energy for transmutation and clearing. So this image I did for creating a sacred space for inner work and healing has a lot of blue and purple in it. This is like one of my favorite ones. I do a lot of activation images where I actually encode very powerful activations into images. This is the Rainbow Aura activation. It's part of my Rainbow Ascension package of frequencies. There's like about 5 or 6 activations and initiations, and this is the one I did for the Rainbow Aura. It helps bring the cosmic rays of creation into your aura. And I think it's one of the prettiest ones, and I probably will eventually put this on the products website and a note card for everyone. And then finally, the last image I'd like to show you today, this is I created a whole bunch of heart activations several months ago, and I'm going to package 10 of the heart activations in one group, and this is one of the heart activations. It's group 3 of the heart activations images. It has a lot of red for the physical heart and for the blood. The pink is for rose, is the love, and then the white pearl is for innocence. So that just gives you some ideas of how different colors affect you in different ways and how they are on the images. I'm very guided when I'm working with the images as to what colors to use. Now, they promote healing in several ways. First of all, the colors have healing energies and frequencies that you get when you just look at the colors. The images also they speak to your mind and brains, and they actually help to rewire your minds and brains so that you can have higher level awareness in all these areas that the paintings are encoded for. Your DNA and RNA is also very pictorial or pictographic in nature, and these images help upgrade the genetics, the DNA and RNA, with the coding encoded into the paintings. They also heal by magnetic resonance, in that each of these images has a very high vibration, and the more time you look at it and watch at it, literally you'll begin to resonate with the energies of the frequency. You're raising your magnetic resonance with the energies encoded. And finally, just to let you know, as you upgrade your consciousness, as the plane upgrades its consciousness, as I upgrade my consciousness, the images all get upgraded as well. So you might work with them for 2 or 3 weeks and then put them aside, and then in a month you might be drawn to work with them again, and you'll get totally new things. The other way you can have using the images, like there are several ways you can do the images. When you look at the images, you really want to focus on how you're feeling. The ones that you really like a lot, those are usually the ones you're meant to work with that day, or they might indicate areas where you're really strong energetically already. So you'll need to look at the title of the image and check within and see if that's something you want to work with that day, or if it's something you're already really strong in. Now, the ones that you dislike the most, ironically, are the ones you really should be working with the most, because they indicate places where your consciousness is at odds with the energy of the images. And so you might want to work with those are weak points energetically for you. So you might want to work with those images, even if you don't like them, to help upgrade your consciousness in that area. Normally it takes 3 to 4 weeks to fully absorb the energies of the codings of the images. They have lots of ease and grace built into them. I create audios for a lot of the digital art collections and for a lot of the series of images, and that's to help jumpstart people so that you can begin working with, get a head start in working with the energies and frequencies, so you don't need to spend as much time with them after you listen to the recording. It's still advisable to spend a little bit of time with them for 3 or 4 weeks after you get them, and the ones that are really important to you, you might want to print out and put at your home or office. Another way of working with the images is you could take each copy of the image you have, and you can put a glass of water on it, a bottle of water on it, a pitcher of water on it, and it'll upgrade the frequencies of the water to reflect the energies of the image. And when you drink the water, that'll upgrade all the water in your body, and since you're 70% water, that's a very powerful way of working with the coding. Some questions people ask, each digital image or copy or print has the same energy signature as the original. Each image has ease and grace, and each time you look at them, you get what is totally aligned energetically with you in that now moment. And you can print them off in black and white, and they'll still have the same frequencies. They won't be as pretty, but they'll have the same energies as the color copies. And you can even cut them up into little pieces and keep part of them with you, and they will have the same image. The energies on one piece of them as is on all of them. We live in a holographic universe where everything's a hologram of another thing. So each of these paintings, like part of the painting, has all the energies of all the painting. So it's sort of like the energy of the leaf has all the energy of the tree, even though it's just a leaf. Anyway, that concludes our discussion on the vibrationally encoded images. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to working with you again and connecting with you again on the inner planes.